Welcome back. It's OG.
I have an important personal decision to make.
Oh boy.
But I need to discuss something with you first.
Why are you waltzing? Talk, Sarah. Talk. Have I done something wrong?
No. Phew. This is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time.
Why do you
I
look
was
like
Korean
you're high?
military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the colony war broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
Someone wanted to get lost.
The position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle.
Did you start it?
We were fighting over a world in the Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen.
Probably the only fighting.
12 ships that day. 12.
12?
Including my own. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day.
Did you kill them?
Which put me in command.
Probably.
A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship. But I was so angry.
You're not shrewd, you're a shrew.
To stay.
There's a difference.
I needed to fight.
You do like fighting with me. You really do.
I believe you. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged.
Should have checked that before.
I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. We had more than one escape shuttle available.
Should have used the other one.
I elected to wait until they were.
So you kept the good one for yourself.
Gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
You've had a decade.
Don't you get it? Everything I do.
You have access to starships. You're in Constellation.
Somehow
You literally explore worlds. And you've deserted them.
I'm worried about us.
Us? What us? Now I'm worried about us. Nothing you say could make me change my opinion of you. No, I don't have faith. I said I won't change my opinion. I think you're a mad cow, and I'll always think you're a mad cow.
Look, I think I've said all I can handle for now.
Yeah.
Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most.
Anything to stop you going crazier.
I promise. Ron Hope certainly embodies the same.
Wow, that change came over really fast. Let's change the subject next time, why don't you?
The escape shuttle had some supplies, but those ran out after about a month. Fortunately, Cassiopeia is a lush planet with plenty of flora and fauna, so I was able
dangerous.
to use my military training to survive.
Well done. Tell me about Logan.
Logan and I have rarely agreed on anything. In fact, I'm fairly certain he never saw the true value in the Navigator Corps in the first place.
Navigator Corps? What is that?
When word
Who cares about them?
That my division was being mothballed, I stormed
Oh, that was your division.
and,
Sorry.
Well, let's just say...
Stormed into his office?
Words.
Stormed into his office?
We haven't spoken since.
Why don't we go and do that? Again. Oh, Admiral Logan.
Sarah Morgan. It's been, what, almost 10 years?
You've been lucky.
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk.
Careful
Remember?
with the attitude there, boy.
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to...
I will shoot you in the temple.
Old wounds is an interesting turn
neck.
of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander.
Maybe the
I'm
ear.
not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here.
Watch it.
Because I need
Watch it.
your help,
Don't
Admiral.
make me angry.
You need my help. That's interesting.
Help
Last
Sarah.
time we spoke, you made
Otherwise
a
she gets on
right
my
decision
case.
turning your back on the Navy.
I will
That was
shoot
a
you in the
decade
balls.
ago. Things change.
I will shoot you up the nostril.
People change. Admiral, please.
The
I
right
didn't come
nostril.
here to argue.
It hurts
I'm
more.
here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you
Don't
walked out on
anger
the
her. I have to travel with her. Can I
What
steal your
about
ship?
you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Oi, watch your tone there, buddy.
I haven't spoken to Sarah Morgan for almost 10 years, and out of
Yes,
the blue,
you've
both
been
of you barged into
lucky.
my office. Perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
Because I'll kill
It's
you.
about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
Best not to get in her way. But in the meantime, let me just steal your stuff
Hey,
while Sarah distracts
That
you.
isn't yours.
Sarah, he's standing right there! Shut up! I'm trying to steal his stuff! But if you don't like me stealing, then I'll do the other thing I do so well. A little bit of the old killing.
I can't.
What, Sarah, I thought you didn't like him. You should be grateful. What, Sarah? She ran away. Oh well, I guess I'll do this myself. So, buddy, you had attitude, huh? I will remove it from you with these lead pills. You swallow them through the back of your head, and the attitude vanishes. Here comes Sarah. There's a glass window here, and everyone can see me murdering their admiral, and they're just like, chill. Sarah, get out the line of fire! I'm trying to work here. Just hit him a bit with my invisible hands. Nobody cares. They're like, nothing's happening in there. We don't like the guy. Excuse me, madam. I murdered your commander. I shot him with this gun that I have here. I murdered him. Yes, over there in his corner office. I shot him. Right, Sarah, no one seems to care. She's like, oh, look at the ceiling. It's so beautiful.
Phew. Okay, so let me get
What's
my
next?
bearings for a moment.
Okay, get your bearings.
Yes, this looks correct. Those
What?
rock formations nearby look familiar.
There are no rocks
My
here.
old
We're inside a
campsite isn't
spaceship.
far.
You crazy! You crazy, woman! You are crazy! You know that! You're bloody delusional. You're seeing things.
Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the crew's shuttle wreckage.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Your old campsite. I can't wait to see what that looks like. It's probably like a, I don't know, a brewery and nothing else. See, a battery, a circuit board, a screwdriver, a mug, a moonshine pot. Okay, that explains so much. You sat for a year on this world, cooking up bad alcohol and poisoning your brain. That explains so much. So that's why you're a psycho bitch. Okay, now we know. But I found your friends.
Located where the other shuttle went down.
Yes, I did.
I can't believe our plan worked. Let's get going.
Nor can I, to be honest. Come along. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta go find your buddies.
It's only a short hop to the second crash site.
You say it like you know. Do you know? Have you been here before? Were you lying
This
about
is
not
what's
finding
left
them?
of the shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else.
Almost as if someone
Could there have been
survived.
survivors?
Well, someone survived your shuttle, didn't they? Feeling a little guilty because you left them here for a decade without coming to check on them? If it were me, I'd feel a little guilty. Oh, look! Signs of habitation! I guess somebody did survive. They built a whole little community settlement thingy out here, didn't they? And this must be their home. Well, this should be interesting.
Stop.
It's Samko's daughter.
I'll shoot if I have to. Just
What are you
turn
doing
around
here?
And leave. I know how to use this thing.
Yeah, Sarah has that
and I
effect
will.
on people. It's okay, kid.
Oh my god. Who are you?
Samko's
I'm
daughter.
nobody. Just go away.
Don't point that thing
I'm
at me.
not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way.
How did you know I'm a
Both of
stuff
you,
taker?
Just go.
Stop it.
She's a good judge of character.
Put
Ooh,
away that gun and talk to us.
Sarah's angry.
We want to know what happened here.
Watch it, kid. She's very dangerous.
You're not nice at all.
You're right.
I knew it.
You're right.
You're a liar.
I love this
That's
kid.
all grown-ups do is lie.
That's not inaccurate. Sarah, you're going a little mental on the child. You are scaring her. You're scaring me. Why don't you let me speak to the child instead? Because you are a psycho with mad cow disease.
Sorry. I was wrong to get so angry.
And
here to
now
help
she's
you.
all calm again.
And we promise to tell the truth.
You're very
I
bipolar.
don't know. You're kind of scaring me.
Yes, yes.
Why should I listen to you?
You and I both, kid. We'll try and look after you and stuff.
Crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born.
Ooh, Sarah, that's on you.
I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless.
That kind of makes it
I'm
worse.
Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about
Acting
you all
captain.
the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
Like a nightmare, more like it. But yeah, we're so glad we found you, and now we'll take you
Yeah?
home.
Well, I wish you wouldn't have taken so long.
That's on Sarah.
My parents are dead.
I know.
My father died a long time ago.
Blame Sarah.
And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard.
That's also on Sarah.
It's just me here now. All
Yeah,
by
that's Sarah?
myself.
Yeah, that's Sarah. So, Sarah, this is totally on you.
Yeah. This isn't what I expected. At all.
What did you
There's so much
expect?
to process.
A welcome committee?
But I don't have time to deal with it right now.
What are you doing? Alright, I'm just going to walk away from this situation for a while. Let
No.
them chat.
No, 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 no. How many times do I have
Oh,
to say it?
Sarah.
I said I don't want to go.
What have you
Leave
done?
me alone.
We were making progress.
So now, calm down and listen to me.
Yes, calm down
It's
always
too
works.
dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home.
It is her
You
home.
can't make me leave.
It is her choice.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison.
A little
Not
authoritarian.
proposing we knock her out for God's sake.
Oh boy. Take your meds.
Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her.
Maybe into
Help
you.
her make a decision. I'm
Make
sorry,
a decision
I can't do
or
this
help
right
her
now.
see your way.
I can hear you talking about me.
Yeah.
And I don't care what either of you say.
She's not dumb, Sarah.
I'm not going anywhere.
Doesn't want to go, Sarah.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind.
No
Could
kidding.
you just talk to her, please?
Hey there, little kid. Ooh, sorry about the torch in your eyes. Auntie Sarah's a little crazy. Yeah, and then the footage stopped. And that was actually a good thing, because not only did I lose my footage recording, I also lost my save games and my progress. And that is a good thing, because after that, Sarah and I ended up on some ledge having a little chat in which she kind of blindsided me and somehow got into a relationship with me in which I dedicated myself to her for the rest of my life. So that was bad. And then when the game crashed and I found out that wasn't the case, it was good. Anyway, we left the kid there and we came back to whatever this place is, UCHQ, and I found Commander Ikande's office. Good old Commander Ikande, the one who kind of press ganged me into working for him. So I stole his stuff. Him and his second in command, old Gillian Toft. And then we went back to my buddy,
Welcome back.
Admiral
Did you
Logan.
find your answers?
Choke on the answers, buddy.
There was someone alive there, Admiral. A child born from two of the crew. that
Sarah
survived
feels a
the
little
tragedy.
guilty.
After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned
Because
her,
you
Admiral.
deserted her.
Let her
Yes.
down.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
sorry. I had no idea.
And I thought I was a monster.
How could we have possibly known?
Sounds like the excuse of every war criminal ever. That and I was just following orders.
And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down.
What are you going to do
One thing that I
about
can
it?
assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Meanwhile, I'll go back to my luxury apartment in my luxury
Good luck to
vehicle
both of you.
and eat luxury
It's been
food
an honor.
and sleep in my
We should have a
soft,
little
downy
talk
bed.
with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
Why do we have to talk to her? You talk to her. Yes, what do you
You
want?
know, sometimes I feel a bit guilty. Sitting behind a desk, deciding the fate of others.
Well, I suppose that's a step up from a politician. They do the same, but they don't feel the guilt.
Walter spends a fortune to maintain the lodge.
Good.
I'd say it's worth every credit.
I hate Walter. I hope he spends 2 fortunes to maintain the lodge. Hell, I'll trash the lodge just to cost him more money. Oh boy, there's the kid in your room, Sarah. Kids in your room, kids in the room. Okay,
Yeah?
I'm just gonna run around here
About something?
and then push you into your room. Go face the kids, Sarah. Go have the talk. Have the discussion. Crab walk sideways into the room then. Moonwalk, crab walk. And I'll just lock you guys in here and you have a nice talk. You hash it all out. Let me know when you're done. I'm just gonna wait outside. Give you enough time. Say, what, maybe like 2 hours or so? Yeah, 2 hours and 5 minutes. That's long enough. Alright, by now they should have talked it all out. Let's see how it's going. Why are you just standing there?
Probably talk.
What do you mean you haven't been talking? I left you for 2 hours. And you, Sarah, why didn't you, don't try and hide. Don't hide behind the door, Sarah. I can see you. Why didn't you talk to her? Sarah, you coward, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Why didn't you talk to her? Don't you shake nervously at me. Why didn't you talk to her, Sarah?
I guess we need to talk.
I guess so.
Here you are. I was wondering when he'd come and say hi to me.
Well, I was hoping
Hello,
after the
Sona.
talk.
I see you
Oh,
found
now
your way
you
to the
talk.
lodge without any trouble.
I see you found your
This
voice.
place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I
That's
think
me
it
too.
should belong to you too. So
Oh, and you now.
I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Lucky you.
Whoa.
I guess you get all the perks.
Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you?
No.
Or wait,
No.
do I get my own ship?
Good question. Now, you totally get a ship. I got a ship. You must get a ship. It belongs to you too.
Well, Auntie Sarah can't exactly afford that right now, but she can provide you with the best exploration training in the galaxy.
You cheapskate.
Well,
You
I think
liar.
we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
And now, something a little different to the norm in my videos. Please feel free to leave at this point if you want to, but I need to do this. In my Starfield videos, I play a heartless psychopath kleptomaniac. It may surprise you to know that my true character is not quite like that. I actually have a very soft heart, a heart which is now very sore. I don't really know how else to do this. Since YouTube videos are my medium of expression at the moment, it seems fitting that I put this into one. On Wednesday, the 20th of September, a tragedy occurred off the coast of Komiki in Cape Town. Freak swells turned a naval exercise into a disaster, sweeping members of the submarine SAS Mantasisi into the sea, injuring several of them. Unbeknownst to me at the time, while I was sitting comfortably at home playing Starfield, some of my former fellow crewmates were fighting for their very lives, and the lives of one another. Sadly, they did not win that battle on all fronts. 3 very precious souls were lost. Lieutenant Commander Gillian Hector was a very special young lady. Her particular brand of fun-loving spirit and her infectious laugh were absolutely unique to her. A pioneer in her field, I spent my last 2 years or so in the Navy training her, literally almost every day, so we were very close. She was a wonderful young submarine officer, a loving mother to a toddler, and a dedicated wife who simply adored her husband. Master Warrant Officer William Matipa, I always called him Matip, was an experienced electrician who had served on submarines since even before I became a submariner. Proud to the core of his traditional African heritage, This Limpopo province man set a great example to his juniors through his tireless hard work which eventually got him the post of chief of the boat. Despite being a serious man, he had a profound sense of justice, which made him compassionate, and he topped it all off with a wonderfully witty sense of humor. Warrant Officer Class 1 Mokwapa Mojela grew up in the ops room of submarines, working closely with me since the late 2000s. One of the nicest guys I ever met. Everybody loved Mojo. Not liking Mojo would have been like kicking a puppy. He was an absolute physical beast on the casing, that's the outboard section of the submarine, and another super hard worker who rose through the ranks of the ops room posts until he too placed himself in line for chief of the boat. Matipa was literally mentoring him in that role at the time of their passing. I cannot describe to you the depth of my sense of loss at the untimely passing of these three exemplary individuals. I'm sure all the other submariners who served with them feel the same. They will be missed more than we can put into words. My deepest sympathies go out to the Hector, Malo, Matipa, and Magilla families. My thanks and respect to all of those, both crewmates and otherwise, who put great effort into trying to save the lives of these three people. Several of the surviving crew members landed up in hospital, one in critical condition. Acts of heroism took place on that fateful day. Some will be acknowledged, others will go unnoticed and unknown. That's just life. But all are appreciated. To my three departed colleagues, we wish you fair winds and following seas on your eternal patrol. Someday we will meet again in the halls of Valhalla. Tell them to have the bar well stocked for us. OG out.